Now, Beatrice, be told.
No, I won't be told. I'm not moving from this room till you say you'll come home with me.
Now, you know I'm not coming, and I know I'm not coming, so there's an end to it.
But the doctor says...
The doctor says. What the heck does he know about people? He may know about the liver and lights, but how can he tell us what they feel like inside?
But why won't you come?
I've told you, because I belong here.
You belong with your family.
Ah, that's all right in theory, love. But believe you me, come 6 months, and you'd rue the day you ever thought of the idea.
Norman said I'd only to ring the office, say the word, and he'd be over in the car to collect you.
I see. So I'm to be packed in the back of your motor car, carted off to your house, and there's an end to it.
Wouldn't be an end of it at all. Why, we'd fit at the games room as a bed-sitter for you.
Ah, well, I don't somehow or other fancy the idea of living in one room.
You wouldn't be living in one room, you'd have the run of the whole house.
No.
But why? What is there here to keep you?
All me bits and pieces.
Well, you could bring them with you.
Oh, aye. That sideboard of mine would look smashing beside your bird's eye maple cocktail cabinet, wouldn't it?
I don't know why you keep making cracks against that cabinet. It's a beautiful piece of furniture. Of course, that sideboard would be too big to come.
Yeah, and then there's me bed.
Just you say the word and I'll order you a spring interior divan tomorrow. Oh, it may seem like a big move to you, Dad, but we'd soon have you settled in no time. And you could bring all your little bits and pieces with you.
No, them's not the real reasons, love.
If you'd only tell me.
Well, maybe it's got something to do with belonging.
Pardon?
Belonging. You wouldn't understand. When I was a lad, I never had what you might call a proper family.
Oh, Dad, must we have the sob still?
Now, you asked and I'm telling you. Your grandmother died when I was 11. By the time I was 14, I was living in lodgings.
All the more reason for you to come and enjoy a proper home.
And your mother and me came into this house the day we were married. And there were no taxis in them days. We had to walk from the church.
I know.
Yes, but what you don't know is how I felt when I came through that door. I thought to myself, I've got a home of my own that belongs to me, and it's nobody else's. And do you know what your mother said?
No, what?
She said, all through the ceremony, I kept thinking to myself, yon poor lad's shirt could do with a proper iron.
Oh, but Dad, that was all 50 years ago.
I know it was, but I came through that door. I had a home of my own and I belonged to somebody.
Dad, you talk like a Christmas card.
I didn't think for a minute you'd understand.
Well, perhaps I do and perhaps I don't, but there's one thing I understand better. You shouldn't be living in this house by yourself, not at your age.
Age has got naught to do with it. The first time in my life that I was really happy was in this room. We didn't have 2 halfpennies for a penny. In fact, we owed money then, but it didn't seem to matter. And no, Beatrice, you'll never get me out. I'm happy here. I couldn't be happy in your house, not with all the running hot and cold and morning coffee on God's earth. And so now you know.
I'll put them on the shelves, Mr. Walker.
Thanks. By the way, did you change those optics over?
Oh, I did not. I forgot all about it.
I'll do it then. Don't worry yourself. You know, it's all this gallivanting with Harry Hewitt. It's taking your mind off your job.
It'd take more than Harry Hewitt to put me off my work.
Have a good time, though.
Oh, it was so-so.
Ah, go on with you.
How is it, Jack Walker, that whenever there's a crowd in the snug, you're in the public, and when there's a crowd in here, you're in the snug?
No, honey, I've just carried the crate up. I can't do 2 things at once.
Seems to me you have the greatest difficulty in the world in doing one thing at once. Anyway, I'm not complaining. It's got very noticeable, and the customers are saying things. So let's have you in there at once. Concepta, love.
Yes, Miss Walker?
Come here, I don't want to. Concepta. I don't want you to think I'm prying. But as long as you're under this roof, I do feel a certain responsibility towards you. You see that, don't you, love?
Oh, yes, I can see that.
How did it go last night?
Oh, it was very nice.
Good. Were there a nice crowd at the dance?
Well, you know, sort of mixed, but I enjoyed myself fine. I don't mind telling you that first stole you lent me made my night.
You can have it any time you want. You've only to ask.
Oh, thank
How
you.
was Harry?
Harry? Oh, he was quite the gentleman.
I'm pleased. I'm very pleased indeed to hear that. You know, there's some in this house I wouldn't let you go outside that door with, but not Harry. He's a good, steady man, and I'm very pleased he asked you out. I'll leave you to serve him.
You'll have to excuse me, Harry boy. I'm just on.
Oh, all right.
Pint, please.
The fight is over. The battle's won. Oh, my God, it shows.
Oh, you're not wearing all that badly.
Are you kidding?
I say, Elsie, don't you ever think of getting married again?
No.
Why not?
Once was enough for me.
Well,
Whatever did I see in you, anyway?
That's a nice thing to say.
Yes, but what?
Well, you know, sometimes I used to wonder myself. You was always gone on airy chests and I've got so much as a one.
You telling me? Hey, have you seen that Cheyenne?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a chest worth talking about.
Yeah. Do you remember when we went to Southport?
Oh, do I not? That ring I bought on Saturday morning turned my finger green.
Landlady never knew, though,
Well, I
did she?
should think she didn't. I put my dressing gown in your suitcase and filled both bags with confetti. There's an art to these things, you know.
Do you remember our proper honeymoon?
Oh, I shall always hate the Isle of Man.
Those nights on the Villa Marina.
When they never stopped playing that blasted tune, If I Had a Talking Picture of You. I remember one afternoon on Kined, we were sitting under a Japanese parasol, and I just looked at you and I thought to myself, that Adam's apple could put me off him for life.
What Adam's apple?
Well, you haven't got it now, but you used to have one. It's a bit more covered over now. When you was in your prime, it used to go up and down every time you talked, all wobbly.
What about when we went to see Evergreen? Do you remember that?
No.
We did. There was much as 9 seats, I distinctly remember.
Wasn't me. Must have been one of your casuals.
Oh, we definitely did. You had no topping that brought that gold filling out when the house used to have in the front.
That's right. You're right. I was having our Dennis at the time.
But the thing I remember most is when you went selling on market 7 months gone.
Out here selling cretonne curtaining.
Elsie,
What?
how about letting bygones be bygones?
What's that supposed to mean?
Can I have me divorce?
No.
Why not?
Because...
I'll make everything easy
Oh,
for
I'm
you.
sure you would.
I mean, I go away to an hotel, not with no
You're
one.
wasting your breath.
But there'll be alimony for
We've
you.
been all through this before and the answer's no.
All right, then, if that's your attitude, I can always do you for a divorce.
Could you?
Oh, yes.
Well, you know desertion won't wash. It was you that walked out on me.
Oh, there's other things besides desertion.
You'd have to prove it, wouldn't you?
That wouldn't be difficult.
All right, then go on, who?
An American citizen called Robert Riley, private, second class, so he was way back in 44.
Who's been shooting their big mouths off to you?
Nobody, but it just so happens that before I left this house for good and all, I did a bit of scouting around. You know, a chocolate box is a daft place to keep an intimate personal letter.
So that was where it went to. For 15 years I was trying to puzzle that one out. So it was you that got your dirty little thieving hands on it, was it?
Yes, and I've still got it. Oh, you wouldn't have a leg to stand on. It'd sound rich read out in court. Darling, when I remember...
Shut up, you!
Well, of course, it's all a lot of lies. Just a work of literature, as you might say.
No. No, it's not lies. It's all true. It's as true as you're sitting there. And why should I be ashamed of it? Go on, tell me why.
Now, you seem to be asking yourself.
It was always the same. Even when we were courting, I couldn't walk down the street with you without your eyes were all over the place. Shoulder length hair, that's your thing. And you needn't try to deny it because it is. When you were away at sea, I even tried to grow a Loring Bacall myself just to please you. But oh no. I haven't got no letters to prove what you got up to. But don't think I don't know what went on, because I did. Inside. All the time. Go on and have your divorce.
But I'd rather you'd divorce
Do
me.
whatever you want. Get back to her at a toffee shop.
Yeah, how did you know about that?
That woman's got toffee shop written all over her.
Oh, what's the matter? You're a bit under the weather.
Not. I'm a fat.
That's nothing to cry about.
Oh, you wouldn't understand. Just get.
I can't leave you in this state.
What state?
I've got to drop something in.
That's you all over. Go on, scrounge off me while I'm here. I would if I were you.
I mean for yourself.
I don't have to fly to the bottle for comfort.
Now listen, Elsie. From now on, you and me has got to communicate through our solicitors.
I haven't got a solicitor.
I'll arrange that.
Aye, and you pay for it, no.
Oh, I can't leave you in this state. Come on, pull yourself together.
Just leave me alone, will you?
Honestly, for a woman of your age...
That's right. Go on, put the tin lid on it. Shut up and get out. You got what you came for. And if you must know, I enjoy a good cry.
Well, I've said it before and I say it again. No man's worth wasting tears over. If Harry Hewitt wants to avoid you, that's his funeral.
Oh, now you're exaggerating the whole thing, Mrs. Walker. It's just that Harry and I haven't got round to speaking yet.
Well, and it's high time you did. You had a good time last night, didn't you?
Oh, I told you so.
Well, then tell him. It's only polite.
Now, let's see. We had a letter from him last Thursday. No press in it, you know. Getting news out of our village like getting blood out of a stone.
They're about due for demob, isn't he? How long do the National Service men do nowadays,
I've lost count. But he is due to come home pretty soon.
I thought he was, you know.
Good evening, Mr. Hughes.
Oh, hello.
Jack?
Somewhat else up.
And where were you thinking of going?
Me? Nowhere. Just as far as the dock boat.
Oh, are you now? So you're not going to bother your head apologising for last night?
Why, what to do?
What did you not do? Thundering into the pub in a drunken condition, singing at the top of your voice.
Get away.
Oh, I'm not surprised you can't remember it.
Go on, I was as sober as a judge.
Then all I can say is I hope I never come across a judge like that. He'd hang me for sure.
It wasn't really as bad as all that, was it?
Did your friends at the depot say anything to you?
Oh, kidded me on a bit, that's all.
And well they might. Tramping down the aisle of a private bus asking for fares. And you an inspector.
I was all right with you, wasn't it?
You were. But don't take any credit for it. Just think yourself lucky that you were out with someone who knew how to look after herself.
It's good do, though, isn't it?
Could have been nicer.
Hey, Harry, lad, you're on.
All right. They're calling me.
Well,
Sorry.
apology accepted.
I'll see you later.
Did she say she was coming in here then before she went home?
Yes.
Yeah, well, in that case, we better get it straight before she does come. Look, I'm not having you looking after old Daddy Tatlock, you know. Oh, I've got nothing against the old fella. He's very nice, but... Well, all said and done, you know, she is his daughter. It's her responsibility, and nobody else's. Besides, you got more on your plate than most already.
Oh, well, let's wait and see what happens, shall we?
We'll do now to short. We'll settle this right here and now. I mean, for all we know, she may have no intention of having him.
Oh, now, Frank.
Never mind, oh, now, Frank. It's happened before, you know. I mean, you take young Christine Hardman. Nice enough girl, it's true, but nobody can say that she was exactly a good daughter to that mother of hers, you know.
Oh, Frank, that's not fair. She was heartbroken, and you know it.
Aye, happen she was, but a bit late on in the day, you know. All I'm saying, love, is that if Beatrice comes here with a hard luck story full of woe about him not wanting to leave, I'm not having you making any promises.
Oh, don't be so daft as if I would.
I'm not being daft, love. I know you. Now listen, nothing to what I told you, love.
Get away with you. Oh, hello, Beatrice. Come on in, love.
Oh, thank you. Oh, good evening.
Evening.
Sit down and I'll make you a cup of tea.
Oh, no, really, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, it won't take a minute.
No, I'll have to be going.
Are you sure? Well, how did he take it then?
Oh, I've tried and I've tried, but there's no budging him.
I see.
He's very set in his ways, you know. People are when they get to that age,
Well,
aren't
they can be, yes.
You know, I've got a beautiful home. I'm not swanking, but we've got it. Everything really lovely, and he'd be most welcome. And Norman thinks the world of him.
Well, Doctor seems to think he'd be better off with somebody.
Oh, he's a very stubborn man, always has been. I must admit it would be a bit of a strain, having him around day in, day out, but, well, there it is.
Well, after all, you know, I mean, he is your father.
Well, I've made my offer. I don't see there's anything more I can do.
When you coming over to see him again?
Oh, I'll try and come over on Sunday, but I've got a family of my own to look after. They must come first. My husband likes everything to be just so. He expects it. To be quite honest, I can't be expected to make a regular thing of this, traipsing from one side of the town to the other.
Well, you've got to do what you think's right.
Look, don't think I'm interfering, like, but now that you're here, why don't you have another go at him?
I can't see there's anything more I can say.
Oh, well, you know yourself, of course.
Oh, I'd better be off. Norman's working on at the office, so we're having late dinner tonight.
I'll see you out.
Oh, no, don't bother. I know the way. Oh, Elijah, thanks for all you've done.
Oh, it was nothing.
Oh, I do appreciate it.
Well, till Beatrice.
Chilly bye, Frank.
Bye-bye. Late dinner indeed. Who does she think she's impressing? If she spent a little less time putting it on and a bit more time looking after her father, I'd be much more impressed with her.
And now, Frank, we don't know the whole story, do we? Come on on in, Ron, and sit yourself down.
Oh, well, I mustn't stay. I've still a few more calls to make.
Oh. Have you sorted out about my mother's policies yet?
Yes, love.
Well, am I going to get my money?
Well,
I'm not, am I? I know I'm not. I can tell by your expression.
I'll explain. It's like this, you see. Head office has seen Dr. Tinsley's report now, and they find that certain information wasn't divulged at the time the proposal was completed.
Well, I'm none the wiser. It's as clear as mud to me.
Well, she took out the policy, let's see now, less than 2 years ago. And when she filled in the proposal form, she didn't state that she was under the doctor for nervous disorders.
Well, of course she didn't. I mean, would you have done? It's not the sort of thing you like going putting down in black and white.
Well, that's how it might occur to you, love, but it's not business,
Well, I
is it?
don't even know if that's how it was. I wasn't there when she signed
Oh,
it.
neither was I. I wasn't on this round then, you know. But don't just take my word for it. I've got the proposal here. Have a look for yourself.
What happens now, then?
Well, normally, the company give you what they call a return of premiums paid.
Just the premiums back?
I said normally. Now, in your case, they're prepared to give what they call an ex gratia payment of £20. It's here, see, on the letter there, look. It's not bad, you know, really. Let's see now, 15 months at 10 bob a month. You were due for £7.10.
£20. I was expecting 60 plus bonuses.
I know, love, but it's this way, you see. The policy your mother got was sort of based on what was written on the proposal form. If they'd have known then what she was under the doctor for, they might have made further inquiries and finished up not giving her the policy at all. Of course, if the policy had gone over 2 years, they would have had no comeback. But as it is, you see, they have the right to make inquiries like they did.
Well, would it get you into any trouble if I went down to the office about it?
Oh, no, I wouldn't get into any trouble, but they'd only tell you the same thing, love.
Don't know what to do.
Well, it's up to you, isn't it? I've got the money with me. If you want to take it, you've only got to sign the receipt. Now, you do understand the position, don't you?
Aye, more or less. Well, where do I sign?
There.
And don't go asking me to take out another.
Yeah. And what did you say to him? I just said to him, yes, and you've got that breath, Leonard Morton, and I'm sorry.
Well, you asked for it, Glynis.
Me? Well, anybody take that black semi-evening top as a come on. I've got a world of charm.
Hey, you got a new picture of him.
Who's Cliff? Anyway, it isn't Cliff, it's Billy Fury. Oh, them Sharkley shirts. It's not the Sharkley shirts I'm interested in. It's what he does with that microphone. I've got a word in my
Hey, Pids, get a load of this.
Hello. I'm talking to you.
Stop, Doreen, you don't know him.
Hey, where you going?
There and back, see how far it is. Can I get past?
Hey, you with the hair on your head. Can you plat sawdust? Sometimes, Doreen, you do shows up.
Oh, he looks a bit of all right to me.
He's only a workman.
Well, do you want sterling moss? Hey, look where he's going.
Where? Get glasses. Who lives there?
Christine Hardman.
I'm not telling you a word of a lie, Ron. When we got up this morning, the water was running right down the stairs. Wasn't it, Annie?
Oh, don't talk to me. There was no need for this burst, none at all.
Oh, well, I'll be seeing you then, Jack.
So long, Ron,
Right,
so long.
on.
Take care of yourself now. Well, there's no need for you to go on like that. You can't blame me.
I can. I've been on to you since November to get them pipes lagged.
Well, I never got round to it.
Oh, you're that dozy, you never get round to anything. I'd be ashamed for anyone to see my bathroom. You've been boxing in that bath since last August bank holiday. All I know is I'm sick and tired of brewing up for them plumbers. I'm beginning to think they're all washing their hair in tea. Just look at the speed that lad's walking at.
Well, perhaps he's tired.
Not from anything he's done here this morning, he isn't.
Oh, leave him be. Anyway, it's his dinner hour.
Hey, Annie.
What can I get you?
Well, I don't really like to ask, but you wouldn't have such a thing as a safety pin, would you?
I haven't a one. Are you in difficulties? I know for a fact I haven't. I gave him elastic and scepter yesterday.
Oh, well, I shall just have to hope I can manage till I get home, then.
Do you think you'll be all right? Oh, dear, I do feel awful. Do you think if I went and had a root upstairs?
No, don't bother. I'll just have half a mile, please.
I'm off, Martha. See you later.
Righto, ta-ra.
Ta-ra. 7pence.
Ta.
Thank you.
Was it a safety pin you was after?
Yes, actually.
Well, here. I never go out without an handful. Elastic isn't what it was. Well, I'm not getting up. You'll have to come over and get it. I paid out for some direct ones over Christmas and they've snapped already. Is it trolley trouble you're having?
No, it's my bus bodies. The strap's gone. Oh!
What have you done?
Pricked me chest. Well, I'd better go and do it in ladies.
Oh, get off with you. There's nobody watching. Besides, if they see anything they haven't seen before, they can always throw something at it. How have you been keeping?
Oh, mustn't grumble.
Not thought much of your choice of company lately.
Tina.
What?
Let's forgive and forget.
Well, we all make mistakes sometimes, don't we? Hey.
Me?
Yes, you. Is it the landlady you was looking for?
Yes.
You'll excuse me asking you, but it wouldn't be for a brew, would it?
That's right.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?
I mean, you've had it, sonny Jim. Mrs. Walker's a very nice woman. She's a perfect lady, but she's just taken about as much as she can stand. She's just had to draw the line. I'd offer to brew your kettle for you myself, but, my gas pressure's terrible.
We might try woman at corner shop, though.
Corner shop?
You didn't mind me speaking to you, did you? But, you don't want to face up to a firecracker like Mrs. Walker.
No. Corner shop. Right, thanks.
Ina.
Well?
There's something I'd like you to know. When I took your feather duster, I never went anywhere near that cupboard of yours. It were leading up in corner. And I never clapped eyes on your insurance policies or any of your personal belongings.
Well, somebody'd been rooting.
Well, it weren't me. May I drop down dead this very moment if I'm telling a lie.
You want to be very careful saying things like that. I just know somebody who was. And there's no need to keep going on about it. I've already said I'd forgive and forget. One thing I've always been, and that is a keen student of human nature. I know the temptations that hit people when they're in strange houses. When I was in hospital lying near to death and you was in my vestry, it was only natural, sin being what it is, for you to go rooting. It all started with Adam and Eve, so let's hear no more.
Yes. And another thing, Ina, it weren't my idea to go working at Glad Tidings Mission Hall. That Mr. Swinley went down on his bended knees and begged me to help him out.
Oh, well, I can forgive him too. I know what was said when they took me in there, She won't come out. They don't at that age.
No, Ina.
Deny it until the cows come home, that is what was said. What they didn't reckon with was willpower. There were people who would have laid down under the burden and given up the good fight. But my willpower pulled me through.
And we're very glad it did, Ina. Street wouldn't be the same without you.
There's a lot of truth in what you say. Are you having the usual?
Ina, you're considerate.
I may never pass this way again.
Hello. Cream or and hot meat pie and an invisible airnet, please.
What shade?
Oh, it's for me mum. She's sort of grey with red bits in.
Oh, we haven't got grey. Will the brunette do?
Anything will do.
Right. There you are. Just slip and get your pie.
Oh, look, it's cheap.
Here, give us
why
that.
don't you say hello to people when they talk to you?
Listen, why do you say hello to folks what you don't know?
Oh, well, I believe in living dangerously. Hey, do you go to the tap then in carpentry?
No, not me.
Oh, there's a fella dead like you as does go. You got stuff on your hair.
What sort of stuff?
She means hair cream.
Oh, the heck, why?
Oh, it sort of shines. Here, let's have a feeler.
Here,
have a feel. Let's take it off.
That's the one and 7.8, please.
Oh, there you are. Hey, you want to watch him, Christy? He's up stuff.
Oh, come on. Sorry. Excuse me, but can you fix me up with me can? Excuse me. A brew.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I wish I could, but I can't leave the shop.
Come to our house. I'll brew it for you. Oh, I want to have a word with you anyway.
Me? What about?
About what you pushed through our door.